నేను మాత్రం మా ఇద్దరు పిల్లల్ని క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అందించే ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసోరీ స్కూల్లో మాత్రమే చదివిస్తాను. ఇలా అన్నీ ఉన్న చోట మన పిల్లల్ని చదివిస్తేనే వాళ్ళకి మంచి భవిష్యత్తు ఉంటుంది.
నాకు అన్ని నెంబర్ 1 కావాలి. అందుకే నా పెద్ద మనవరాల్ని అన్ని వసతులతో క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అందిస్తున్న స్కూల్లోనే జాయిన్ చేశాను.
ఏ స్కూల్ సార్ అది?
ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసోరీ స్కూల్. క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ లో నెంబర్ 1, కల్చరల్ యాక్టివిటీస్ లో నెంబర్ 1, స్పోర్ట్స్ లో నెంబర్ 1, క్యాంపస్ లో నెంబర్ 1.
అది
మీ పిల్లల బంగారు భవిష్యత్తుకు మాది బాధ్యత.
Good morning children, this is Sedition. Today I am going to explain about SSC public examination July 2020, in which we are going to discuss what is the model paper, what is the division of marks, those things we are going to discuss. Here this year examination paper is given for 100 marks children. In which paper there are 3 sections like section A, section B and section C. Now we are going to discuss section A. In section A, what type of topics will be there, how many marks are there for section A. Section A contains 30 marks children, in which question number starts with 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Here reading, A reading. Here 1 to 5 entire reading comprehension. Only reading comprehension. In which reading comprehension some passages will be given from textbook only. Like A reading, B reading, B reading and again B reading. First let us see 1 to 5. 1 to 5 A reading paper 1. For example, in textbook you have in textbook you have 6 unit children. Each unit contains 3 lessons. So total number of lessons 80. In that each unit contains like A, B, C. In this way there are 18 lessons. Number of lessons 18. Number of units 6. Now let us see 1 to 5. Here reading comprehension 1 to 5. The passage will be given from A reading. From textbook. In this section you will have 2 WH questions. Means the 2 questions starts with WH word questions. For example, what are the WH word questions? What, who, which, like that. For example, if you observe first lesson, for example, what is the father of Nick Vujicic? Then what will you write answer? He is a computer programmer. Like that the questions will be start. These are the WH word questions. What is the father of Nick Vujicic? These are the example of WH word question. What kind of device did Nick mother invent? This is also example of WH word questions. Likewise, in this way 2 WH word questions will be asked. Next, what about 3? These 3 MCQs. MCQs means multiple choice questions. In that you will be given 3 options children. 3 options. Who invented plastic device Nick Vujicic? For example, option A, father of Nick Vujicic, mother of Nick Vujicic and friends of Nick Vujicic. So in that what is the correct answer? Correct answer is mother of Nick Vujicic. Option A is correct. In this way you will be asked multiple choice questions. That is the example of MCQ question children. So in this way 1 to 5 reading comprehension will be given. That is A reading. That is A reading, in which 2 WH word questions. 2 WH word questions. Remaining 3 MCQ questions. Here what is the here 5 questions will be given here. Each question carries 2 marks children. Each question carries 2 marks and 5 into 2 how many marks? 10 marks. So in this we will get 10 marks. So that is about 1 to 5 question children. Next move on 6 to 8. What is given 6 to 8? 6 to 8 B reading is given. B reading is given. In this section only poem is given. No prose part. In that only poem is given here. Only poem. Only poem is given in the B reading. How many poems are there? You have 3 poems. What are they? First poem is Once Upon a Time. Second one is Or Will the Dreamer Wake. Third poem is what? A plea for India, plea for action. That is the third poem. In this way we are given 3 poems. So what is, how likely we are in that? Only 3 MCQ questions. In this section only 3 MCQ questions, no WHO questions. These 3 questions contains MCQs, like option will be given. For example, I will ask you one question. Once upon a time, the conversation is between going on. The conversation is going on between in Once Upon a Time poem. Option A, father and son. B, father and friends. C, father and relatives. What is the correct answer here? Option A is correct. The conversation is going on in Once Upon a Time, father and son. So like that, 3 questions will be asked in MCQ questions. Okay, and after 3 options will be given. Each question carries 3 questions will be there. 3 into 2, how many marks? Total 6 marks. Okay, next let's move on. Next question, 9 to 10. 9 to 10 again. Be reading. This is a prose part. In this will be given prose. Prose means lessons, not poem. Prose part will be given. It is given from paper 1. Paper 1, in which how many questions are there? In this section also 2 MCQs, 2 multiple choice question. No WHO questions will be asked in this section. Each question carries how many marks? 2 marks. 2 into 2, how many marks? 4 marks. 2 into 2, 4 marks. Like that, you will be asked in 9 to 10 be reading. Okay. Next, last part of the section A. What is the last part here? Question number 11 to 15. Question number 11 to 15. Study skills based on data. What does mean by study skills? For example, we are given some pie chart, T diagram, some table is given. In that data, you will be asked 5 questions. For example, what does mean by pie chart? For example, any literacy rate, population ratio. So like that, you will be given on a pie chart. Pie chart means, for example, here like the circle is given. In that some like that will be given pie chart. In this 15 here 75%, 60%, 10%, 25%, 45%. Like that, any literacy rate, any population ratio, any GDP according to the countries. Like that, you will be asked in study skills children. Sometimes you may be asked T diagram also. So that is about study skills children. In that, what is how questions will be divided here? In which 2 WH word questions children. 2 WH word question. In that, for example, you will be asked what is the pie chart about? In that, about population, about literacy rate, about GDP rate. Any question will be asked in this examination. Next, in which 3 MCQ questions. MCQ means multiple choice questions. For example, third question number third onwards 1 question will be given. What is the highest ratio of literacy rate? You may be given. So Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, for example Rajasthan, like that you will be asked. So according to the based on the data, what is the highest rate? Like that you will have to write children. That is the example of multiple choice question children. In this way, section A contains reading comprehension children. 1 to 5 A reading. This is given from a textbook from A reading. This contains 2 WH word questions, 3 MCQ questions. Each question carries 2 marks, total 10 marks. Next, question number 6 to 8 B reading. B reading nothing but poem. Only poem is given. In which 3 multiple choice questions, no WH word questions. In which each question carries 2 marks, 3 into 2, 6 marks children. Next, question number 9 to 10 B reading, that is what? Prose. In which how many questions will be given? 3 multiple choice question. Each question carries 2 marks. Total 4 marks. Next 11 to 15 study skills based on the data. Any data is given examination based on data. This contains how many marks? Here question number of questions 5. Each question carries 2 marks. 5 into 2, 10 marks. In this way, section A contains how many marks totally? 30 marks. How many marks? 30 marks. If you focus on reading comprehension, you will get easily 30 marks, children. This is about section A. In this way, questions will be asked. This is the pattern of section A. Okay, children. Next, let's move on. Section B. Section B. What topics will be there? In section B contains grammar and vocabulary. Here, section B starts with question number 16 to 32. Question number starts with 16 to 32. It is a major part, and you will get more marks in this section. How many marks you will get? Totally 40 marks you will get. This is a scoring part. This is the scoring section. Okay. So now let's move on. Question number 16. This part starts with question number 16. What is the question number 16? Combine the sentence using relative pronouns like who, which, that. Previously you have learned about relative pronouns. Who, which, that. Generally, who can be used for persons, which can be used for things, that can be used for both persons and things and animals. So this is about relative pronoun. For example, let us see one example how it will be asked in examination. A person is waiting at the gate. He is my friend. Combine the sentence with who. How can you combine the sentence with who? The person who is waiting at the gate is my friend. Like that, we have to combine the sentence with the help of relative pronouns who, which, that. This is about question number 16. Here one question will be given. Each question, this question carries 2 marks. Okay. Next, let's move on. Question number 17. What is the question number 17? Question number 17, you will be asked in active voice. Already we have learned about previously about active voice. What is the definition of a voice? What are the rules of a voice? Everything we have learned clearly. So, in which you will be asked voice. For example, let me ask one question. She gave me a gift. She gave me a gift. That is an active voice. How can we write in a passive voice? Here, she gave me a gift. Here, she is a subject. Gave, verb. Me, object. Gift, also object. How can you change into the passive voice? She gave me a gift. Here, she, subject. Gave, verb. Me, object. A gift, also object. Here, there are 2 objects, children. Here, there are 2 objects. Here, me also object. A gift also object. Here, me is called indirect object. Indirect object. ID or indirect object. A gift is called direct object. Direct object. Here, when we write in passive voice, any object you can take, either direct object or indirect object. First, let us take direct object. If you take direct object, how can we change into passive voice? For example, a gift. A gift was given to me by her. That is the answer. Another way we also write. With the help of indirect object also, we can write passive voice. How can we write? For example, if we have to write in a subject place. If you write in a subject place, how shall we write? I. Me changes into I. I after was. I was given a gift by her. In this way, we have to write a passive voice. In examination, you will be asked active voice. You have to write a passive voice. That is question number 17. This question contains 2 marks. One question will be given. For this question, 2 marks will be allotted. This is about active voice and passive voice, children. Next, let's move on. Question number 18. Question number 18. Combine the sentence using linkers. Linkers means what? Linkers nothing but connectors. Linkers nothing but a conjunction. So here it joins two words, two phrases, two clauses. So that is a linker. Okay. Now in examination, what type of questions will be asked? For example, study well, you will pass. And you will be asked, combine the sentence with if. With if. Study well, you will pass. Combine the sentence if. How can we combine the sentence? If you study well, you will pass. Here, if is what here? Conjunction. Okay. Next, let us see one more example. Since she is suffering from fever, so she did not attend the class. How can we combine the sentence? Since she was suffering from fever, she did not attend the class. Like that you have to write. Sometimes instead of since, as also will be given. It rained heavily, so India-Pakistan cricket match was cancelled. How can we combine the sentence with as? As it rained heavily, India-Pakistan match was cancelled. Like that, with the help of linkers, we have to combine the sentence. Okay. Apart from this, some more conjunctions also will be there, like either or, neither nor. These conjunctions also will be asked in the examination. Like that, we have to remember, children. Okay. Next, let's move on. Question number 19. Question number 19. What is the question number 19 here? Fill in the blanks with preposition. Here, preposition will be divided into three categories, like simple prepositions, and second one compound prepositions, third one is a phrase preposition. Okay. Here, now let us see one example. She was unable to attend the class. Okay. Dash fever. Then here you will be asked three options. Number one, in spite of. Number two, in addition to. Number three, due to. What is the correct answer here? She was unable to attend the class due to fever. What? Due to. Here due to which indicates reason. So what is the correct answer here? Due to is the correct answer. Next, I am fond dash music. Generally fond after what type of preposition we have to use? Fond follows of. Always follows. Fond always follows what here? Of. I am fond of music. Fond of music. She is fond of music. I am fond of music. They are fond of sweets. Like that, fond after we have to use of preposition. In this way, you will be asked in prepositions. This is also about this is also 2 marks. Okay. Section B, grammar and vocabulary. Next questions we will repeat. Okay, children. Next, let's move on. Question number 20. Question number 20. Fill in the blanks with suitable verb forms. Here you will be asked. You will be tested by putting suitable verb forms, suitable appropriate tenses. Okay. Now, let us see one example. How will be asked in a question in an examination. While she dash sleep, the telephone dash ring. Here there are 2 blanks are given here. So what is the suitable verb form here? The sentence starts with while. Previously I explained. While, whenever you find out while, it follows past continuous tense. Past progressive we have to use. So here subject what here? She. While she. She, what kind of helping verb we have to use? Past continuous we have to use. While she was sleeping. While she was sleeping. What is the definition of past continuous? There were 2 actions. While one action was going on, one action completed. So while one action was going on, one action was stopped. One is interrupted action, one is going action here. Here progressive action is while she was sleeping. She was sleeping is a continuous action and progressive action. What is the completed action and interrupted action? Here, the telephone ring. Ring is present form here. So, what is the suitable verb form here? Rang. Here we have to understand, children, any two actions in the past, while one action going on, one action stopped. Going action is said to be past continuous, and interrupted action is said to be simple past. Interrupted action is said to be simple past. That is the usage of tense. Okay. Next, let's move on. Question number 21. This is what giving advice or suggestion. So it is very easy, children. Your friend always playing video games without concentrating on studies. How do you suggest your friend? Like that question will be asked in an examination. Then you have to write better to concentrate on studies. Like that you have to write. So when you frame the question for the sake of suggestion and advice, we have to use had better or better. It is better to concentrate on studies. Like that you have to write. Otherwise you had better concentrate on studies. So one thing you have to observe, children, here. Whenever we use had better, we should not use to. You had better concentrate on studies. If you want to write to, how shall we write? It is better to concentrate on your studies. Okay? Like that you have to write. That is said to be suggestion or advice. This is question number 21, children. Okay? Next, come to question number 22. Polite request. Polite means what? Polite means courtesy. Generally, when we say about polite words, we have to use please, if you don't mind, kindly, could. These are the expressions of polite words. For example, you came to Palakul, okay, and you have to ask about post office. You did not know the address of post office. Then you have to ask somebody else. How do you ask? For example, kindly tell me where the post office is. Please tell me where the post office is. Could you please tell me where the post office is? Any expression you can use, children. Like please, kindly, could, would, any expression. These expressions are said to be polite expressions. Okay, polite or request. Okay, like that you have to ask children. Okay, for example, you to teacher, correct my notes, sir. You have to ask. Then how do you ask in polite way? Sir, please correct my notebook. Like that you have to ask. Okay, this is the example of polite request, children. Okay, okay, children. Next, let's move on. Question number 23. Choose the correct answer here. Here, one question will be given here, children, in which there are 4 options will be given. Based on the question, you have to keep the correct appropriate option here. For example, may I help you? May I help you, which indicates what? Is it offering help, order, suggestion, request? Here, offering help. Here, can I help you? May I help you? These are treated offering help. Order which indicates command. Shut your mouth. Get lost from here. Get me a glass of water. These are the examples of order. Next, suggestion. Suggestion is better to concentrate on studies. Better to consult a doctor. Okay? These are the example of suggestion. Next, request. Request which indicates polite expressions like please, kindly, could. Please give me your pen. It is treated as a request. Please tell me where the post office is. Request. Could you correct my notebook? Request. These are the examples of request. So according to the sentence, may I help you? Which is what is the correct answer? May I help you treated as a offering help. So option A is correct. Okay. Next one. Your friend passed examination. What will you say? Your friend came to you and he told you, I passed my examination in distinction. What will you say? Options: best of luck. Option A, best of luck. Option B, congratulations. Option C, offer. Option D, none of these. Best of luck. First option is best of luck. When will you say best of luck? Your friend goes to any examination, any participation, any game or sport, whatever it may be. So at that time we will say best of luck or all the best. Okay. Next, congratulations. When will you say congratulations? Your friend got lottery. Your friend won 10 lakhs rupees in lottery. At that time we will say congratulations. Your friend passed in examination. At that time we will say congratulations. So if your friend got any success, any victory, any event, at that time we will wish congratulations. We will say congratulations. So based on the sentence, your friend passed examination. Passed examination. It is a victory. So what is the correct option here according to the four options? Option B is the correct option. Okay. Congratulations is the correct answer. It is a victory. In this way, question number indicates choose the correct answer. This is how many marks here, children? 2 marks. How many marks? 2 marks. Okay. Okay, children. Next, let's move on. Question number 24. 24, which indicates synonyms. What does mean by synonyms? Synonyms means similar words. For example, I take one word, happy. What are the synonyms? Joy. That is the synonym. Okay. Next, for example, I take sad. What is the synonym? Mourning, lamentation. These are the synonyms. Okay. Right. Here question number 24, synonyms, similar words. Actually, you are given one box, children. In that box, and words will be given below the box. One passage will be given. So some words will be underlined. That underlined word had a similar meaning in that box. You have to identify them. What is the similar word in that box? Like that, you have to write synonyms. For example, see, I say one example. I protested how I could yellow. Here, what are the underlined words here? Protested is the underlined word. What does mean by protested? Given box, some words will be given. Permit, object, encourage. What I mean by the protested? Object. Object is the correct answer. Next, how I could yellow. Yellow, what is the similar meaning of yellow? What is the synonym of yellow? Permit. Permit is the correct and similar word of the yellow. Likewise, you will be asked synonym, children. In this way, you have 4 marks, children. It is the highest marks and section. You will score more marks in this synonyms. 4 marks will be there. Okay? Like that, you have to write synonyms. Next one, let's move on. Question number 25. 25 nothing but 25, which indicates antonyms or opposites. Antonyms means opposite words. For example, let us see here how it will be asked. It will be asked like a matching. Say one side A words will be given, another side B word will be given here. So if you observe the example, so I good management. So good management of the natural. What is the underlying word? Natural. What is the opposite meaning of natural? Natural, unnatural. Natural. Unnatural is the opposite of natural. Okay, like that you have to match the words. Next one, resources and equitable. Here the word, second word is equitable. What is the opposite of equitable? Inequitable. It is a word. Next one is resources in the important. Important is the underlying word. What is the antonym? What is the opposite word of the important? Unimportant is the opposite word. Next word is peace. Underlying word is peace. What is the opposite word of peace? So what is the opposite of peace? In this way, you have to write opposite words and antonyms, children. Question number 25. Okay, children. Up to now, we have discussed section A, question numbers, and as well as section B, question numbers up to question number 25 we have discussed. Remaining questions, remaining topics, let us discuss next class. Thank you children. Have a nice day.
ఉల్లంపూర్ మాన్సూర్ స్కూల్లో అటు డిగ్రీ క్లాసులు ఇటు ఐఐటి క్లాసులు సమర్థవంతంగా నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. ఈ స్కూల్ నుండి 10 మంది డాక్టర్లు, 8 మంది చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంట్లు, అనేక మంది ఐఐటి ఎన్ఐటిలో చదివిన ఇంజనీర్లు ఉన్నారు. అంతేకాదు ఈ విద్యా సంస్థల్లో 10 రకాల కాంపిటీషన్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లోని విజయకేతలు ఎగరేశారు. 4 స్టేట్ ఫస్ట్లు, 40 టాప్ 10 ర్యాంకులతో పాటు 13 మంది గోల్డ్ మెడల్ సాధించారు. ఒత్తిడి లేని విద్యను అందిస్తూ అటు జాతీయ స్థాయి స్పోర్ట్స్ ర్యాంకులతో పాటు ఇటు ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ర్యాంకులు సాధిస్తున్న ఏకైక విద్యా సంస్థ ఉల్లంపూర్ మాంటిసోరీ స్కూల్.